What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to another Teen Mom OG, which aired on Monday, November 26th on MTV. The show starts off with Macy, and she visits a friend at an old house that she's letting her rent from her. She brought up the idea of moving again, and she's saying that the next time they move will be the last time they move. Moving on to Amber as she visits another kickboxing class, or either the same one that she was in the last time. And so she said that since she did so good and everything, that she want to make this something that she's going to do on a regular basis. So as we visit Gary, he is going to a vasectomy doctor to get a vasectomy consultation since his wife got her tubes tied, and now he feels that the best thing for him to do is to get a vasectomy, especially since after she had a recent miscarriage. Moving on to Tyler and Caitlin. Caitlin is baking a cake, and she's talking to Nova, and she tells Nova that the reason why she's baking a pink and blue cake is because she's pregnant again. And Nova is all excited and saying how she's going to help with the new baby. And it was just a sweet moment between mom and daughter. So Caitlin is talking with the producers, and she thought that it was a good idea that her and Tyler go see a therapist privately off camera. Tyler thought that maybe they should live separately for a while, and that maybe this could kind of help strengthen their marriage to see if they can live alone. And of course, Caitlin said that this would trigger her anxiety and frighten her because the first thing comes to mind is when someone is not there on a regular basis is that they have abandoned her. So just the whole thing of separation just brings fright to her mind. So Palin is with friends in Alaska on a fishing trip, and they're just talking about the single life, marriage, dating, and all that kind of stuff. They're joking around with the conversation, and she brings up the fact that she's going to help pick a guy for one of her friends, and her friend is like, no, you're not, because you pick the worst guys. And so they're just kind of playing around with helping Palin date again, and they're telling her that maybe she can visit the Christian single website. And she's like, no way, I'm not desperate, and all that kind of stuff. So let's see. So Cheyenne has made it to Corey's hometown so that Ryder could visit her grandparents, his parents. And he mentions that his ex-girlfriend of 7 years, Lauren, who he met on The Real World, is coming to visit so she can bring Ryder a gift. He's playing around and telling Cheyenne that when Lauren visits, she's going to want to fight her. And Cheyenne is like, well, tell her, bring it on, bitch, and all this kind of stuff. I'm like, girl, you playing, but you still seem a bit jealous. Like you really have feelings for Corey, but you want to play like you don't. Like it's just about co-parenting when you're around him. But clearly she's not over Corey. And it's like they be playing mind games with each other, trying to make each other jealous. Furthermore, I don't even see the point of her coming to visit. I'm talking about Corey's ex of 7 years. It's just like, I don't know. The whole dynamic of their relationship just seemed dysfunctional, and it's not even funny. So Macy is looking online for houses for sale, and she sees one that's like 7 acres. And I'm like, why do they even need that much space? And they have little kids. I don't know. They act like they got a family of 8 or something. But I guess if you got the money, spend it. Spend it on whatever you want. And Caitlin, she's 7 weeks pregnant, and she's going to have a gender reveal party. She's excited about that, but at the same time, she can't help but just think about everything that's going on right now in her marriage. She even said that she's triggered by the whole separation thing when the conversation comes up, and it just brings her anxiety, and it takes her back to bad memories from her childhood. It makes her feel abandoned in a way. But at the same time, she knows that this is going to help them, and it's going to help them to grow separately, to know how it feels to live alone and just to grow separately. for the first time since they've been together forever, since they were teenagers. So this is going to be like a huge thing for not only her, but also for Tyler. Although she have went away a couple of times for her therapy and everything at the rehab, but it's still not the same as just learning how to just live alone, just be separate for a while. It's just still not the same. But I understand why they're doing this exercise, and I really hope that it works out for the best. So she lets Nova bust the pinata open, and out comes pink confetti. And she's like, "Oh my God, another girl! I wanted a boy." And so Tyler, he's just looking like, well, and she's like, "Do you make boys? I mean, all these girls." So everybody's just laughing and everything, and Nova, she's just happy either way. So, let's see. What else had happened? Okay, so Lauren comes to visit, and she sees Ryder, and she's talking with everybody for a minute, and then she gives Corey a hug, and then she leaves, and she comes back over and she tells Cheyenne nice to meet her, and she's like, "Nice to meet you." And then when you look back at Cheyenne, she got that face looking like, "And I'm glad that you're leaving." And again, it shouldn't even matter. They're not a couple. Then why is Corey and his friends even like, why is everybody even worried about, why are those two just doing things the way that they do? That just confuses me, but I don't know. So Corey, he's with his friends, and he say that they ask him, like everybody is asking him about their relationship and why aren't they together. And he's like, I just tell him that me and Cheyenne, we're in a good place. And I even told Cheyenne, who would you rather raise Ryder? Would you rather raise her with your lover or your best friend? He's talking about himself. And I'm like, but do Cheyenne even look at you as a best friend, or that's just you giving yourself that title? I don't know. Just a bit confusing to me. And then Cheyenne, she's like, and he say, well, I just told him that Cheyenne she just wants the best for Ryder. And I'm sure in his mind, the best thing for Ryder, he means that him and Cheyenne will be back together. Because it's not like he gonna even allow her the freedom to do what she want to do. And she kind of likes it. They just strange to me. So Macy and Taylor, they go see the house for the first time. The cameras weren't allowed in, but when they came out, they were in love with the home. And I'm pretty sure that's going to be their new home soon. So Caitlin and Tyler explaining their plans to separate for a month. And I'm not sure if that was her grandmother that she was sitting with in the park, but they were talking, and then Tyler was talking with his mom about everything. So back to Amber, and she mentions to Andrew that she want to lose weight, and she think the kickboxing class will help her with that, get in shape and be more, fitness type person. And he definitely tells her everything that she want to hear. He even told her that she's too hard on herself. She almost took that the wrong way. It's like he always got to tiptoe around her feelings. Even when he telling her the right thing, she still kind of get offended. So Gary is back home recovering from his outpatient vasectomy surgery, and he's explaining that the only thing was painful about it all was the numbing and the pressure from the clipping. I'm like, ouch. And as he's laying back on the operating table, you can just see the pain that he was in. So Dakota is talking with his mom about his relationship with Bristol, and says that he don't want to be friends with her or nothing. He just wants a co-parent like business type relationship. Meanwhile, Bristol and her friends are at the park back in Alaska, and she mentions although she's enjoying her time at home, that she still feels kind of drained from the whole divorce and everything. So Mason and Tyler made an offer on the house, and it was accepted right away, so it looks like they'll be moving soon. Even the kids were excited, but they're just kids, so they're going to be excited either way it goes. So as they're packing, they're reminiscing on everything. And then Macy claims that she said, but even though I couldn't tell it because she always has the same expression on her face. I mean, the only time I really ever seen emotion from Macy is when she was going through a real bad breakup with Ryan. So Corey and Cheyenne are having a good time hanging out, and he's like, everybody's asking why are we not together, and just the same old, same old. And then they talk about Zach, and he's like, are you really over him? And she's like, yeah, it's done for sure. So he's like, if you have to pick between one, who would it be? And she's like, duh, I'm here. I was just like, they should just go ahead on and be together, because I'm just so tired of them. I'm just so over them. Like, their whole storyline is boring. So anyway, this concludes tonight's recap of Teen Mom OG. If you all enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. I'm so sorry for the stall in between. I got lost in my notes. But if you all enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up again. Thank you for watching, and I will definitely talk to you soon.